All right. So talking is too much. And my mind interprets talking as essentially a boundary violation. So when people talk to me, or when they try to encourage me to talk to them, the only thing that happens in my mind is that I perceive that as a boundary violation. So when someone is trying to get me to talk, I will not talk, because the only way for me to comply in that situation is to comply from a place of fear. So talking, especially lately, is something that is too much for me, too overwhelming for me, too much information for me, too much to take in. My mind cannot handle that. And when people try to talk to me in any sense, it comes across as a boundary violation. At that point, it is not possible to get me to talk, because if I were to talk, the only place I could talk from was a place of fear, and I will not comply with anything from a place of fear. So I will not talk in most situations. I can write somewhat, but any amount of trying to encourage me to talk or trying to force me to talk, asking me questions and I don't answer, and then people ask me more questions, it's a very bad idea. If I do not talk, it means that I'm overloaded and I cannot talk. Forcing me to talk in a time when I'm overloaded only further overloads me. That's the boundary violation. I'm overloaded and cannot talk. Any extra talking, any extra information, my mind overwhelms my mind, and is a boundary violation because I'm already overloaded, and any extra information is simply perceived as a boundary violation. So when I talk to people, if I do not respond, do not continue talking and trying to encourage me to respond, because that will always fail. The only thing to do is to wait and allow me to write. That is the only space that I have right now for communication, is writing. And if I'm talking with somebody, if somebody's trying to talk to me and they overload me with speech, I cannot respond because all of me is overloaded. I cannot speak, I cannot respond if my nervous system and my mind are overloaded. So to be able to communicate on any level with anybody, I need people to understand that I cannot respond. And I need people to understand that if you try to force me to respond, if you try to force me to talk, it's only going to overload me more and results in me shutting down more and not wanting to talk. The only thing to do in that situation is wait. Wait for me to clear my head a little bit. Just wait. Do not say anything. Do not try to prompt me to say anything. Just wait. Just wait. Just wait until I can communicate a little bit by writing. Also, the person I'm talking to, if I say a little bit and you respond with a lot, if I say just something a little bit, like a few words, do not respond with a lot of words. Do not respond with a lot of words when I say only a little bit. Because if you respond with a lot of words, when I've only said a little bit, that will overload me. Please pay attention to the amount that I speak and then speak. No, please pay attention to the amount I communicate and then respond. If you're going to respond with less quantity than I have communicated, less words. Do not speak sentences and phrases and sentences and phrases and words and sentences and phrases continuously when I have only responded with one or two words or no words at all. If your response is more than I can take in, then I shut down. Then I cannot communicate. Okay. I'm going to shut it off.